Welcome back, everybody. Tabletop Toki here, and today I have a very fun unboxing from our lovely sponsor, Noble Knight Games. So this is the latest order that just came in, and I'm really excited. They have a wide variety of used games, so most of them are used. Some of them are games that are like out of print too, that I've been looking for a while, so I'm super excited to get started with that here today. So we're gonna go ahead and do that while I'm getting this here box taken care of. I also wanted to say thank you to everybody who showed support on the latest video about channel updates. If you haven't seen it, you definitely need to check it out. We now have a channel Discord, linked down in the description, and we've been having a lot of fun over there, talking board games, sharing deals, sharing like other hobby related things like miniature painting. We've got some board game arena stuff going on. Hey Todd, thanks for stopping by. So if you haven't already, be sure to check that out if you're on Discord. And if you aren't, I really wasn't prior to that. You can definitely sign up for one. You can do it all in browser and come join us because it's been super fun. But without further ado, we're gonna get started here. Should we go like smallest to biggest? Maybe? I think we'll do that. Okay. Some of these are really small. I don't know which one is the actual smallest. So the first one we have here is Splitter. This is just a little roll and write game from Stefan Nikolic. Super excited. I love roll and writes. I have played this one once before. A friend of mine got it when they went to, I don't remember, something last year. It was either like Gen Con or PAX. And they brought it over for game night, but I haven't gotten to play it since. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'm really excited, and it couldn't come at a better time. I thought about putting off the stream because tomorrow I'm going to a board game auction for used games at one of our local game stores, so I don't really know what's going to happen with that. But we'll see. It's like back to back in this order, and then the auction are happening. So yeah. Oh, you played this one, Todd? Nice. Yeah, I like I said, I've only played it once, but I'm really excited to have a copy now so that I can play it even more. And I think there are even different sides. Oh yeah, there are different layouts. So I've only played this board. I've never played this one. And I think what I'll do is I'll probably laminate them back to back so that they have the basic board on one side and the advanced board on the other. All right, let's see. Okay, sorry, just adjusting the volume on my actual PC. And we have the little pamphlet here from Pandasaurus with a bunch of games. I haven't tried Sonora. I don't know if any of y'all have played it. I do like dexterity games, and I do like flip and fill, roll and write style games, but I'm not sure about that one. I've heard some mixed things about it. But yeah, lots of different ones. Quinto's another really fun little roll and write. It's going well. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. This is our first game here, Splitter. Nice little roll and write game. And I am going to take these pens out, place them off in the extra supplies bin. And this plays up to 12 players, so I guess I'll be laminating 12 of these sheets that we can play. Sonora was a bus tree solo. Ooh, okay. Good to know. That's primarily how I envision I would be playing it, so yeah. Splitter's on your shelf of shame? Oh my gosh. Well, maybe we can get this for one of the weekly games over on Discord so you can get it off your shelf, Adam. This actually might be a fun one to do because it's just different dice combinations, and then you write the numbers in from what I remember. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're gonna laminate these, of course. 6, 7. I really like really quick, concise roll and write games. Crisscross is another one that I love, so I'm really excited to have another one. And I just lost count. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 4 more. I usually make one extra, but I don't envision needing like more than 12. I think that'll probably be good. We've been, our game nights recently have been like, for a while, had been really packed. with like 7 or 8 people every night. So there were a lot of games that we were limited on playing, but I finally just decided to split them and start hosting Tuesday nights too. So definitely the player count stuff is not as much of an issue. Whoops, there's 2 there. There are 2 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, cool. Did I accidentally do 2? Yeah, I did. Okay. Sweet. I'm gonna put these with my laminating stuff, which I'm probably gonna have to do soon. Maybe we'll do another P&P stream and then do some laminating on that. Collector's edition of Welcome to. Everything's laminated in the box and it has expansions. Whoa, I did not see that. I have a lot of the expansion sheets, but I don't have all of the like card decks for Welcome to. Warming up the laminator for Splitter. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, this would be a fun one, I think, to play. And like, even if everybody doesn't have it, you can just, I'm sure we can work something out with like the sheets and the rolls. All right, let's Splitter. Another tiny game that I got is Zogen. So this is an Oink game. It's a little speed matching game. I've had my eye on it for a while since I also love speed games, but I wasn't sure that I needed it, and I didn't want to pay like full MSRP for it or anything. So the fact that it was a used copy and relatively inexpensive was perfect time to buy it. I've been getting into Oink games lately as well. I had always had a couple that I liked, but recently I got Durian and Rafter 5. Rafter 5 is one of the newer ones that came out. Oh, and Dropolter. Dropolter just came out last month. It's super, super fun. It's a dexterity game as well. So Zogen, we have our game instructions nice and concise, as Oink games are one to do. We have some point tokens, it looks like, and then we have, these are player decks. It plays up to 6 players. But I believe, from what I remember, you're playing matching cards based on what's already out. So looking at the different symbols that are there and then trying to make sure that they are trying to assess what's been represented or not, and you're trying to get rid of your cards before anybody else. It's like this one's blank, but they have little symbols on them. Oh, hey, good to see ya. Like mountain and sun, and there's, I don't know what that one is. That a moon maybe? Yeah. So each player has a deck, and it's kind of like Speed, where you're just trying to get rid of your cards as quickly as possible by playing a card that has 1 fewer match or 1 more match. So I have a couple games that are kind of like this. There's Pick a Seal and Pick a Polar Bear from, does Eagle Griffin publish them? I'm not sure. I got them off of their site. But I have those 2 that are super fun, and this is just like another iteration of that in a nice little box. Hey! Welcome, Jordan. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, Jordan, if you want to go, I did get a copy of Pingo Pingo for $2 last auction in the fall. There's a lot of good stuff, and especially towards the end of it, all the weird unknown stuff goes for like less than $10. So if you want details, we're going to get ramen beforehand too. So just like hit me up on Instagram or text me and I can send you the deets. All right, so it looks like these are the different player decks. Super cute. I'm not entirely sure about the card quality. It feels very flimsy. With a speed game, they'll probably get ruined, and I don't think there are really card sleeves for this size of card, but I think that'll be okay. Let's see, what's the best way to put these in? Maybe backs and fronts. I don't know if this drives anybody crazy, but for me it just makes it so much easier to split decks up when I put cards away. I don't know if that is triggering to some people, because that's what I've heard from my game group, but it just, for me, makes so much more sense in terms of function for setting up games and putting them away. These are in a bag, but I feel like they would fit better if they weren't. Let's see. All right, I think that'll be okay-ish. These Oink games always just barely fit back in the box. Sometimes it's a little bit of a puzzle to get them back in there. All right, so we have, oh, I should leave this out here. We have Splitter, we have Zogen, and then we have next tiny little game. This one they didn't have a used copy of, but we have Fafnir. This is another Oink game. This one I believe is a bidding game. Thank you for the whatchamacallit. Not confirmation. What's the word? I'm glad I'm not the only one. Let's say that with the cards. It just makes it so much easier, especially when like the card backs or fronts are vastly different. Then you just flip them and you're good to go instead of shuffling through trying to find exactly where the decks start and stop. All right. Counting by threes method the other day. Oh yes, that's great. So for those of you who don't know, when you count cards, just doing them in groups of 3, you can quickly pull out 3 and you can just count how many and multiply by 3 or do like counting by threes as you go. It is fantastic for quick counts. And then when scoring, pairing things into groups of 10 is really, really great. All right, so we have our game instructions here. This one's a little bit lengthier than Zogen, but not bad overall. I do appreciate that they have different boxes for each different section as well. They're always so great, and even the example of like how the game is set up. So this one is a chicken named Fafnir lays 2 gems each day, but at times can lay more. The brothers that inherited Fafnir decided that the person that throws away more of their gems can receive the freshly laid gems, and those gems values fluctuate based on what players have and what's on the field. Interesting. So it looks like a little bit of a bidding-ish, maybe some bluffing involved game. We have some point tokens, some really cute player shields. This one plays up to 4. Some notes about setup and end conditions. Love that. I'm gonna put the other rules on the bottom. You don't group in groups of 10 when scoring your psychopath. Yes. Deck of 60 cards, yeah. So you can just do like 20 groups of 3 and count to 20 and you're good. All right, I'm gonna set these, and I believe these are probably the gems. Whoa, this bag is not just a hemp bag, it's actually lined. Look at that, y'all. Isn't that nice? Okay, and then we have our little gems here. These are super cute, little hexes. I appreciate that they're hexagons too and not just like circles. That makes me super happy. All right, we'll just pour those in there. This one I have not played yet. Zogen I also haven't played, but I'm assuming Zogen will be a super easy one to like learn and get to the table. This one should be pretty easy too, I would think. Let's put those underneath, I guess. Okay, also the saturation on the actual tabletop here looks a little off. It's super rainy out today. Very gloomy, so I'm going to see if I can adjust that really quickly. I don't know how the weather has been by y'all, but we had 75-degree weather, the equivalent of like 24 degrees Celsius, and then it dropped below freezing within 2 days. We had hail, we had snow, we had really bad winds, and then all of a sudden it went back up, and now it's just like gross and rainy and gray. I don't really know what's happening over there, but that's where we're at. Okay, maybe I'll put these on top, and I'll put these points into this little baggie here. We have a little tracker for the gems. I really like this pattern that they used for the player shields and for the counter. Oh, and it's even on the top of the box. I like that a lot. I've never seen that with an Oink game. All right, let's get these laced in there. Hopefully everything will fit while it's bagged up. Since it's the size of the box, I think we should be okay. I would love to hear too. These are the only 2 Oink games that I have in here. Like I said, I also received in a separate order from some of my birthday stuff that I ordered last month. Couture and Raptor 5 and Durian. And we've been playing those a bunch, so I'm sure these two will hit the table too. But if y'all have any other suggestions for Oink games, they've been putting out some bangers lately, and y'all know I love my tiny micro games. Dreary out there too? Man, sorry to hear it. So many times I tell myself I should just, oh, whoa, where did this come from? I should just move somewhere warmer, but then, I don't know. Seems like a lot to move just for a little bit nicer weather, but maybe it would be worth it. I don't know. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, this bag is so chunky. We'll see if this fits. Maybe? Ish? Oh, it might stick up a little. That's okay. All right, so we have Splitter, Zogen, Fafnir. These are the tiny little ones. I have a Jordan Draper game next, Tokyo Jutaku. This one is a speed spatial reasoning game that I'm super excited about. If you're familiar with Megacity Oceania, it was, I believe, actually based off of this design, especially with the different building pieces. It's one that I've wanted for a while. I have a couple Jordan Draper games. I really want to get Tokyo Coin Laundry, but I have Tokyo Jiro Henbaiki, which is the one with all the little vending machines. So it's this one I'm really excited for. The pieces seem really nice, so I'm curious to see how they are in person. In Australia, and you'll swap with nasty, gross Midwestern weather. What? Is there something that I'm missing? That sounds like a great trade, but not for you. All right, let's get this open. Okay, beautiful. Whoa, check it out. Yeah, so these are the shapes of the pieces in Megacity Oceania. These ones are wooden though, the ones in that game are plastic, and they're different colors and translucencies. And we have, I'm guessing these are like architects because you're building buildings. So I suppose that's what those are. Hate the heat. You know, I used to hate the heat too. I loved colder weather, but now that I'm getting up there in years, it's, you know, subject. All right, cool. So we have all these little pieces of all the different sizes, and I believe what you're supposed to do is you are going to be placing the pieces onto here and trying to fit them in the borders as quickly as possible. And it indicates like how many points they're worth, as well as how many levels high they need to be and how many pieces you need to use overall. So there are a bunch of different ones here. I'm not sure what these are for, but, oh, and you know, it never occurred to me, oh, there are backsides too. Whoa, for like more advanced ones. Ooh, that's exciting. With a lot of Jordan Draper's games, they have multiple different games that you can play using the components. So let's see, there's Tokyo Jutaku. This one looks like it might be the only game for this one though. I don't know if this was, wait, oh, countdown. So there's like a small, it looks like, version of Jutaku, streamlined one, and then it's a bottle bonus. So if you have pieces from Jiro Henbaiki, you can combine them together for bottle bonus. Izakaya, and is that it? Yeah, and then we have the Japanese rules here. Cool, so 2 games with this one, and then if you combine it with the other, you can play 2 additional games. Pretty sweet. I think I'm gonna put the rules on the very top here. Get these placed in. All right, and these can just kind of go all up in there. Oh, these pieces are really satisfying shapes and feels with the wood. Love it. Okay, good. Also, while we're doing this, I wondered. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and put these here. And hopefully we can get them kind of flat-ish. Might be a puzzle to just get them back in the box, honestly. Let's see. Alright. Love the different variety of pieces as well and the different shapes. Super cool. I wonder if they like specifically very carefully made all the shapes, or if they had like a program to decide what the best shapes would be for the game. I'm always curious how they come up with these things. I feel like this is one of those games similar to Junk Art where you have really unique pieces that look very random, but once you start playing the game, you realize how ingeniously designed they are for fitting together in specific ways that are both like, whatchamacallit, both intentional and then like ones that are more challenging than you think they would be. Almost there. Let me see. And I think for the next two games, I also got two games from All Play. More small box games. Love to see it. So maybe we'll bust those out next. Oh, yeah, I think this is fine to have another layer on top here. This rule book is relatively, what's the word? Small? Relatively thin? That's the word. Okay, oops, that's upside down. There we go. All right. Hey, glad you could make it. This unboxing, we've got these four here, and then I have, let's see, 4 more games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 more games. This one is Cirque. I don't know if it's like a full game per se, but it is a circus stacking puzzle, so some dexterity type shenanigans. It says 1 or more players, so we'll see exactly how that looks. Whoa, got him. This guy. Woo. All right, let's see. Also, I wonder. Okay, we're gonna do. Get this opened up. Okay. Put this off to the side. I'm interested to see these pieces. This is published by Brainwright Games. Yeah, I'm also very curious. I had never heard of it, and then I was browsing. Oh, it's got stickers. I was browsing on Noble Knight's page, trying to find like one more thing to get to that free shipping threshold. And I found this, and I thought, you know, I do love dexterity and stacking games and puzzles, so this might be a fun one, and it was relatively inexpensive. So we'll see how it goes. If I can get the stickers off. Also looking at, I wonder, let's see. There is, nope, that's not it. Well, I'll have to look into that for later. Okay. There's a YouTube thing related to like memberships for live streams. They said they're going to be rolling out a program where, so now you can gift memberships. So they said that they were going to roll out where you can gift members of your community like 1 month worth of memberships, but I'm not sure if that's accessible yet. Okay, so we have, here are the puzzles. Here's how to play. Okay, so it looks like mostly just stacking, and then you can challenge yourself with different patterns. Want War for Arrakis? Ooh, yeah. Whoa, these are so chunky. Y'all see this? Oh, these also look like pieces that would hook together in very interesting ways that might not be apparent at first. A lot of like hooky parts and things. Whoa, these are really fun. What is happening? Whoa. Those are super cool. And then we have the cards here. Membership gifting. Yeah, I see that too. They said that like the creator themselves, like in addition to people gifting memberships to other people, that they would be doing like you can give away 5 a month or something for 1 month. Let me see if I can pull up a thing that says exactly how to do it. I don't know if there's somewhere else I need to go for that. If I can't figure it out this time, then I'll look into it and figure it out for next live stream for sure. But let's put how do we get these back in the box? This seems like it's the theme of this live stream, is how do we get the stuff back in the box? But the next games won't be as difficult in that regard because these are the smaller box games. Well, I guess I have 2 more smallish box games. There we go. That looks pretty good. Okay, and then we'll put the rules there. Don't want to forget that. Check the orientation. Good. All right. Or maybe they are rolling that out soon and it's not an option yet. This came out in December 2013. I'll click on that link. Oh, you're all good. No, see, I thought it would be the same process as well, and there would just be like an option for me to do that once I was streaming. That's what it looked like at least, but maybe I have to check something a little bit different. Yeah. For brand accounts, not available? Am I a brand account? How do I know? Huh. Oh, mine is a brand account. Well, I guess I'll have to figure out what a brand account is. Huh. Okay. Well, maybe it's not an option yet for this channel. I'll look into that and make sure. Before we get to the smaller box games, I think I want to do some big boys next. So this is Chariot Race. It is a racing game from legendary designer Matt Leacock, who designed Pandemic and many other games. But this is his racing game. This is one that I've played quite a few times over the years. I have particularly fond memories of playing it at New Year's Eve. It's got some Yahtzee dice rolling in it, as well as, oh my goodness, as well as some like racing, lane changing types of things. You can damage your opponents, but the cool part is that if you die out on the track, your actual, like wherever you were, your little horses and chariots become debris that other players can take damage on if they run through it. So I've been looking for this one for a while, but I'm pretty sure it's very out of print. Although it's not as expensive as a lot of out of print games usually tend to be. Okay, let's see. Chariot Race. Ooh, this looks brand new. I mean, it's not in shrink or anything. It's used, obviously, but like the edges of the box are super pristine. We have our rule book here. Oh man, I'll tell you, it's not the most beautiful game, but it is a very fun one. 2016 Pegasus Spiel and Eagle Griffin Games. That's a little, it's been out for a hot minute. This is the board. This is the more challenging board with more debris. Yep. Yeah, I finally found a copy. Here are the different player boards. So you can have, I believe there's one side where they're all the same and then another side where they're unique for each player. So that should be pretty fun. Got these. Whoa, this is the weirdest silica packet I've ever seen. It's literally just, it's like a homemade one. It's literally just got a staple. That's what you do in Thunder Road. Nice. I need to play that one. Some of y'all have been very highly suggesting it, so I'm making it a priority. Okay, and we have our little horsies. Aw, they don't come with stickers? I'll have to figure that out. They're just blobs. It looks like they should have stickers, though. right? Because they're shaped in such a way that you would think maybe they're like under the insert, or maybe, I wonder if they did come with stickers and somebody didn't use them. Oh, hold on. Stickers. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, one of them's a little bit came off at some point. I was gonna say there's no way they made custom wooden parts without stickers for them. And then there are little standees for the different horses if you want to use that option. I think the wooden horses with the stickers might have been like an upgrade option. I'm not sure. I don't think they came with the base game. Those are the upgrade pack? Heck yeah. Oh my gosh, buying used games is the best. Y'all, let me tell you right now. I made a video on this quite a while ago talking about why buying used games is like the best, and one of the big reasons was sometimes you just get extra stuff you don't even know that you paid for. Like, wait, sometimes you get extra stuff that you're not even paying for. Like, I was just paying for a used copy of the base game and ended up getting the free upgraded meeples and stickers. So I'm stoked about that. That's pretty exciting. I'll still punch these so that I can save space and weight in the box. To be honest, like, these cardboard pieces are pretty chunky anyway, so they're not too bad. You don't have the meeples, but we'll definitely be playing with those. Best is finding sleeves. Yeah, it depends. I did get one used game relatively recently, I feel, where it was sleeved, so I was super excited, but this freaking psychopath literally had some of the cards sleeved the right way and had some of them sleeved upside down. So I had to go through the entire game and unsleeve like half the cards. It wasn't even just like a couple were wrong. It was like half. And it was a very traumatizing experience. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a little wild. All right, let's sticker these bad boys though. Okay, I'm gonna put these underneath so they don't get bent. No, seriously, like, think about it. What kind of person, and if one of you is this kind of person who's gonna put sleeves onto a game all haphazard, like, I could even understand if you were doing top bottom consistently, or like, you know, even though I don't agree with it, I could see that, you know, but oh my word, I was appalled. And I know it's 2024 and we shouldn't be shaming people, but like, if you're one of those people, shame on you. I'm gonna just say it. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, ooh. It was pretty crazy. I've never experienced anything quite like it. And I hope to never again. Yep, I agree. Throw away the key while we're at it, because my goodness. What a menace to society. I almost want to meet the person just to know, you know? Sleeve them sideways. I mean, as long as you're consistent, I'll let it pass, but this was literally the craziest thing I've ever seen in terms of sleeves. This sticker doesn't quite fit, but that's okay. Milk and honey? What? I'm very curious, but I'm a little afraid to ask. Oy. Yeah, these yellow ones don't fit great. Not gonna lie, they're a little large. I might cut them down later with an X-Acto, but I'll spare y'all here. That's me? Wait, which one? That's me? Like, you sleeve them top and bottom all haphazardly? Oh no, please no. We need to get you some help. We're gonna have an intervention. Ugh. Alpha Beta Decks of Magic unsleeved. You know, I don't understand the significance of that, so it doesn't seem quite as blasphemous. Maybe it really is. I just don't know. I don't do hard drugs. You know, trying to live a healthy lifestyle over here. Oh gosh, okay, I'll have to look that up later. Or if I shouldn't, please feel free to let me know now. It doesn't sound like something I should bring up or pull up on stream. It's definitely TOS. Okay. Oh, these red ones at least fit a little better. I feel like every unboxing has had some sort of stickering in it. And I'm not upset about it. Trapping them between... Oh, what? Oh, why? No. Jeez. All right, well, to be fair, Yura, thanks for taking one for the team. Oh my gosh. Oh, blue isn't fitting that great either. That's fine. Oh man. I mean, you know, I would be a little bit more disturbed if it weren't for the fact that we were just talking about sleeving cards like haphazardly, which I do think is a little bit more disturbing. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Got a little bit more of a visceral reaction out of the sleeves than getting the deets on the honey bugs. I don't know what that says about me, but that's where we're at. Okay, let's see. And last one, we got our little brown horsies. This game is super fun. There are also like god powers that you can invoke by rolling the favor dice. Sounds it's great. So looking forward to that. Hey, how do I... Oh, got one here. One more. And then we're on to the last couple games. There we go. Whew. I know some people really don't like stickering games, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. I prefer to sticker them myself so I know what's getting done right. Okay, and I should probably have a little baggie for these. I'll just get that later and put them all. Nope, I have baggies here. I prepared. Let's see. After reading all the posts in the Shelf of Shame Discord, I sleep. Like most of them, cards will be used. Oh my gosh! Hey! That is a safe space, okay? People posted. All right, for those of y'all who don't know, over on Discord we have a Shelf of Shamers Anonymous group. And the people who posted there for support, not so we can drag them through the mud on stream. But that's a fair point. Yikes. Woo. Woo. Yup, there it is. Oh man, keeping it real. I mean, I can't say I'm surprised. I love this community. Used to sleep and stop for that reason. Oh my goodness. Snake, we're gonna have to talk. Like, we'll talk later. We'll talk over a nice rematch of Tashkalar. Alright, and then we have next, this one's the biggest box in here. I guess we'll do this one next. Yeah, Crystal Cleanse. Oh, Labyrinth. Y'all, we had a Labyrinth Dark Crystal movie night the other night. It was pretty awesome, not gonna lie. was a lot of discourse about which one was the better movie, if one was good and one was bad, or what have you. Hi, thanks for coming. And yeah, I had found out that there were quite a few people who had never seen The Dark Crystal. I'm like, y'all have seen Labyrinth, but you haven't seen The Dark Crystal? Shame. This movie explains why I am the way I am. I was raised on like that and Xena Warrior Princess. And shockingly, it puts a lot of things into context. All right, so we have crystal clans here. Nice big baggie. Good for something, I'm sure. All right. This is, so I've never played Summoner Wars, but from my understanding, this is very similar system where you have like, it's like a tactical card game where you have different cards that represent your different units and you can mobilize them and move them around the board. It's almost like a tug of war mechanic where you can spend different mana. And the more you spend, the more actions you have, but once it crosses over the threshold to like your opponent's side, then they'll have more actions that they can do on their turn before you get to go again. So yeah, and the art is really gorgeous. I'm usually kind of so-so on some of Plaid Hat's artistic renderings and flavor text things, but I really do enjoy the art style on this one, and the different factions are really cool because it's not just generic fantasy. They have like the Meteor Clan, I'm guessing is like space. They have the Blood Clan, the Skull Clan, which is like a Dia de los Muertos inspired one. The Stone Clan, which is like golems and alchemists and things. Flower Clan, pretty cool. And the Water Clan. This one I think is my favorite. It's got like mermaids and things. So it looks pretty fun. Some player references. And I think these are the actual crystals that you can get. Watch the Netflix Dark Crystal, really good. Yeah, that's what I saw it and I'm like, man, this is messed up. And then I went back and watched the original Dark Crystal. I'm like, man, this is also messed up. It explains a lot. So yeah, you're vying to get these different crystals by entering, I think there's like a kind of like a goal space on the other side of the board on your enemy's territory that you're trying to get to. Yeah. And then there are different crystal locations. That's what it is. And once you have control of so many of them, then I think you can claim a crystal by using some action points or something like that. Oh, this is very large. So here's the action point selection that you can use. So you can like charge up a bunch of actions and then like use them all, but then it pushes it to your opponent's side more. So it's really interesting in terms of like how, when you want to be conservative or when you really want to kind of like push for big movement. Okay, so there's that. There's our little crystal tracker. You can look at a couple of the decks if you guys want to see some of the cards. If there's one y'all want to see, we can take a look. I'm going to show the Water Clan because that one's my favorite. I mean, I haven't played all of the decks. I've only played this like once or twice, but I do remember playing the Water Clan and thinking it was super pretty. We have Misha Undertow. She just looks like really fabulous. Yeah, so they have like different attack and defense. They have different, it's like a rock, paper, scissors kind of deal with the bull, the fox, and the turtle. I forget exactly how it works because it's been a few years since I've gotten to play it, but then they have their different values and they can actually stack to form like, I forgot what they're called, but different like groups of armies. Yeah, the stacking is pretty exciting. And then based on like which one's on top, they have like different leader abilities and what have you. So I'm pretty excited to try this one again. As far as the expansions go, I think, so I actually got this one for my partner because I think he would really enjoy it. And I've secretly been wanting to play it a lot again too. So I think we're going to play through it. The base game and all of the 6 factions that come with it on Noble Night was like $9. So I figured that's a good place to start. And if he likes it and we end up playing it quite a bit, then I'll definitely be picking up the expansions in future orders. So we have that. Oh no, I forgot one of the stands from Chariot Race. Okay, let's get that put away. And then I have two final games. They're smaller games from All Play. One's pretty well known and one I'd never heard of until my friend Tony told me about it at game night. And it looks really cool. So maybe we'll do that one first. And that is, oh, here we go. Lunar. So this is a trick-taking game. It's 2 players or 2 teams of 2, so 4-player game. And I really enjoy trick-taking games that are not just straight trick-taking. It's something that I wasn't super keen on at first because a lot of the derivatives of trick-taking that we saw when I first got into board gaming weren't as inventive as some of the ones now. And this one's pretty cool. You guys will see why here in a second. Was this all one purchase? Yes, it was. So Noble Knight has been super generous as a sponsor. It's been really great. But to like keep it a buck with you, a lot of these games were super cheap. Like Splitter, Zogen, Chariot Race, Crystal Clans, I think we're all, and with Cirque, we're all just like either right under or right over $10. So they all were one purchase, but it was not like an overly pricey purchase overall. Okay. I really like, I don't know if y'all can see, the box has the little moons, actually have like metallic inlays on them. Pretty fancy. And we have some like of the furniture and some different games. Looking through, so from All Play's line, this is, I wasn't super big. Whoa, okay, I just saw a new one that I haven't seen from them. A lot of the games that I tried from them early on, like Bites, I wasn't super big on. Mountain Goats and Sequoia, Dandelions, their 1 Minute Teaches and GPS as well I had tried, and I was like, oh, they're kind of okay. But I will say that Ghost of Christmas and 9 Lives are 2 trick-taking games that I absolutely love. We've also been playing Mindspace quite a bit lately. It's a roll and write. It's been really fun. I think I played it on stream even, just like a month or 2 ago. I haven't heard of Fiction, Hidden Information Wording. That sounds cool. There's Pies and Bacon. I haven't played those, but that seems like it could be fun. And I had not heard of this one, Mori, Trick-Taking Dice Break the Rules. That one sounds really cool. So I'm gonna look into that right after this. Usually I toss these, but I'm gonna set this to the side so I don't forget. I especially like the look of Mori. If any of y'all have played that, Pies or Bacon or Fiction, let me know, because those all seem like they'd be right up my alley. Great, so it looks like we have little counters and light on rules, so pretty easy to learn, hopefully. And we have our components. So from what I understand, these are to select the different trump suit for each round. This is the little score track. So it's similar to Fox and Forest, where you want to win some tricks, but not too many, because then you'll go to 0 points. I believe this is probably a score pad since it's got totals on it. And then we have the cards themselves and some player tokens for, oh, this is probably for team play for who's leading and not. She just got 9 games and she's already looking at more. Hey, listen, okay, I've already played 3 of these. They will not stay on my shelf of shame for long. Mark my words. The others won't. I have big plans for the weekend to get these played along with auction games that I might pick up. So I'll be posting. Don't you worry. And it's not for immediate purchase. It's like for later, you know? I'll put it in my cart so that next time I do an order, it'll be there. Otherwise, I'll forget. So there are 2 types of cards for Lunar. One are the animals, which are the suit of cards. And I believe like some of them are worth points. But you have to play an animal card paired with a number card. So together that will make up the suit and value of your like trick or your offering in the trick. So I believe with the team game, probably one person has to play a value and one person has to play a suit. And then in a 2-player game, I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I would imagine you would have to do one of each as well, and there's probably something with that. The auction it's an in-person auction. It's in the Chicagoland area at one of the local game stores. So it's a bunch of used games, so people can just submit their used games, and then they do a big auction with all of them. They do like wargaming one day. I think they do card game stuff one day, and then Saturday is their big board game one. So pretty excited. All right, so let's place these back in here. This one I'm super excited to get to the table. And I have someone who wants to teach it. So this will definitely be getting played this week. If not sooner. Might even play it tonight. We'll see. So we'll put this here. This box is really pretty too. Love it. All right, and we have one more game here. This is another all-play game. I really like the look of this one. I'm not 100% sure on the mechanics, but I saw some people playing it at our local game store at our last event, and I'm curious. So this is Couture. I like the theme. I like the look of it. So I'm interested to see what the gameplay is going to be like. Used to live. Oh. Well, howdy do. If you're ever in the area, let us know. Get together and play some games. Really like Mountain Goats? Yeah, I think a lot of people do. That's of that first little box game group that they released. I think Mountain Goats was probably my favorite. I think ultimately it was a little light for my taste, but it's an excellent game overall for sure. If you want something light, or you have people who are newer to the hobby or not really in the hobby, or definitely for kids would be a great one. I ended up gifting it to my friend's younger sister. They live on a farm and they have goats, and she loves the goats. So I'm like, this is a perfect game for them. They're definitely going to play it more than I ever would. Couture is quick and cutthroat, just like a fashion show. Ooh, I'm exciting. Shame on me for not saving the biggest games for last. Hey, in terms of, I don't know if it's bigger than Crystal Cleanse in terms of gameplay, but it literally says small box, big game. And this one was the most expensive out of all the games. I believe this is the Kickstarter version, and I believe it is also sleeved. At least that's what the listing would let me leave. So, it's not about the size of the box. All right, so we got, whoa, these are double layered too. So the skies, whoa, that's fancy. So we have New York, Paris, and Tokyo. Paris twice. Okay, sure, why not? Then we have our cards here. What are these? These little advertisements. Oh, these are awards. Whoa, and they're metallic. Hey, that's pretty sweet. Wow, these are beautiful. I'm really excited for this as well because whatchamacallit? Predaporter? I don't know how to pronounce it. I can't. I tried to learn French for a very brief amount of time, but the pronunciation I just could not get down. But this is a similar kind of vibe and theme, but I'm anticipating and hoping that I will like it a lot more than that one. Rococo is kind of in the same theme, but it's not about modern fashion, so it doesn't really count. But I do love Rococo. All right, let's see what we have here for the rules. They're kind of stuck to the bottom of the box. There we go. All right, so we have, these are bidding cards, the different scoring cards, and auction cards, magazine covers. Okay, so they are magazine covers. Pretty quick on the rules as well. Okay, sweet. Exciting. Oh, and they have the different scoring for the different types. So bid cards, editorials, ready to wear, haute couture, streetwear, and flops. Okay, I'm excited. I feel like the art will be exceptionally nice for this one too. Man, these are nice sleeves as well. So there are a bunch of different... Oh, are these the models then? Looks like. Maybe? I'm not entirely sure. Second is Paris, Denmark. Is it? Paris, Tokyo, Paris, New York? Paris, Tokyo? Or it should be Denmark? Gotta go. Goats. Wanted to win the goat replacements for Catan. Wait, what? There's a wait, what? Goat replacements? What's going on there? I'm not sure how these are supposed to be broken up. Elsa, yeah, so these look like different models. For those of you who have played, if you have a suggestion on the best way. Oh, okay, so it looks like there are 2 locations splitting up the different models. So I'll keep it like that. Aaliyah, nice. We'll do that then. Okay, and we have the different, I'm assuming these are the auction cards then. Oh wait, no, one more model. Couple more models. This person does the front to back as well. Nice. But what I think I'll do, Bella signature walk. Sweet. Just kidding? Just kidding? Oh, yeah. Well, you know. Like, wait, uh-oh. What's happening? Oh, this goes here. Got Claudia. Man, I'm getting even more excited for this one. The art is so gorgeous. I really love sketches. For a while, I've made some of my own clothes before, not like anything crazy, but like fashion shows and things like have always been interesting to me. I took like some design courses back in high school, and that was always super fun. So yeah. I just love the expressive nature of the sketches and the colors used. It's pretty sweet. So yeah, and then we have our different actual cards and types. Wow, these are gorgeous. I don't want to ruin like too many of them, so I'm just kind of picking a couple because I kind of want to see them as I play as well. Nice. Sweet. Okay. I'm very excited for this one. All right, so we'll put these cards back in here. The only thing is with the cards sleeved, they don't quite fit the best in the box, but that is a-okay with me. Let's put these back in here. Model sets are starting hands along with 2 location cards. Got it. Thank you, Jordan. Good to know. Here, and these are going to go on top with our rules, and that's about it. So yeah, I'm very excited. Got 2 Oink games, got 2 all-play games, Tokyo Jutaku, which I've wanted for quite a long time, Crystal Clans, and Chariot Race, which I've wanted to play again for a really long time, Splitter, which I'm excited to get to the table again, and Cirque, which I'm excited to mess around with and see what we got. Paris twice so you can split cards into 3 groups. Gotcha. All right, good to know. It's kind of like what's the splits? The I cut you choose little card game. Sweet. Well, that is about it for this particular board game haul. I'm gonna look up Mori fiction pies and bacon. So if anybody watching later from the future, if you want to leave a comment if you played any of those, let me know your thoughts. That would be cool to know, because like I said, I'll probably hopefully maybe get 1 or 2 of them in a future order. Going to the auction tomorrow, so expect an update about that next week. Maybe I'll do a stream showing some games if I end up buying any, or just talk about the auction in general and do like a laws build. But yeah, hope everybody's having an awesome wrap up to your week. If you're not on the Discord already, you should hop on over. Even if you don't have Discord, make a free account, open it up in your browser. It's been super, super fun. We have a support group for Shelf of Shamers. It is, despite what you may have seen here today, it is a safe place. We've also been talking about doing like weekly game challenges, just other game fun stuff, other creative things. So you can head on over there. And as per the last video, if you haven't seen the updates, make sure you watch it. You can become a member now if you want to, as little as $1 a month, not even $1.99. So thanks for being here as always, and